Hey everybody, it's Candy, aka Brown Eyed Girl 69. Well, it is 9:30 p.m. on Thursday night, and I came up here to GrubHub. I started about 7:30, hit it off pretty good. They sent me an offer it was a good offer, but it had me in the wrong location as far as it wanted me to drive up all the way to this one place and bring back to basically the area I was in, so I declined it. But right after I declined that, I got another really good offer for like $18 and something. And it was a pretty fair distance, but I went ahead and accepted it because the restaurant that I needed to pick up from was just right around the corner. And then while I was picking up at the restaurant, it added on another restaurant and drop off to the order that I had, but I got like an extra $6 for it. I only made like $21, $22. So I guess that $18 order was actually, I think, $15. And then I got that extra $5-6. I brought home like $21 and some change. I started to DoorDash also while I was up here because I thought, you know what? I'm going to see what I can do. DoorDashing, and I started DoorDashing probably about 8:45. Trash offers. The first order they sent me was a trash offer, and so I rejected it. Then they sent me another one where I had to pick it up from Cane's, Raising Cane's, and drop it off just down the street, not too far. That made me like $5 and some change. And then I stayed on Dash. I drove from one part of town to the other, and I was on Dash the whole entire time. Didn't give me an offer. I got here to Dutch Brothers. I hadn't had an offer in like 10-15 minutes in Dash. You know what I mean? So, anyway, yeah, I'm sitting here, I'm getting ready to spark it up. GrubHub sent me a thing saying they couldn't find my location. It's like, yeah, I marked myself unavailable. I turned off my maps because you aren't sending me nothing. So I think altogether between GrubHub tonight and DoorDash, let's see, 21 and then 5 is 26. So I probably made about $27 and some change. Now, I'm getting ready to head home and chill. Oh, I guess I had another shift that I was supposed to do for GrubHub tonight, starting at 9:30, and they just said that I need to toggle off my schedule. I wish they had an option to where I could leave a comment as to why I dropped a shift. Because you don't send me any offers, decent offers. You don't send me enough offers to keep me busy. And that's why I'm using your platform, is to make money, not sit around and waste my time. I mean, I did get a late start. There is a carnival in town, down in the downtown area. So there was a lot of people there. There was a concert going on, like a couple blocks. I started coming down the main road, and I was like, I seen all this like smoke, and then I see all these lights, and I seen this dude jamming out on his guitar. And then I realized that it was a concert. So I thought, oh, okay. Well, then I drove down a couple more blocks and I looked down at the area where they usually have their carnivals. And there was a big Ferris wheel and some food trucks and stuff like that. So, I guess people chose to go to this carnival gathering tonight and spend their money there versus staying home and ordering in and having it delivered. Tomorrow I am scheduled, but I'm scheduled a little earlier, and who knows. I might get out an hour or so earlier than I'm scheduled and try to see what I can do. I was going to try to multi-app, and then I got that order from DoorDash, and I was still on GrubHub, and as soon as I got that, that's when I logged off GrubHub, because I just don't have the courage to try to get offers from 2 different apps and be accepting on one, and the other one I either have to decline or I have to try to fit it into the schedule somehow, some way, and that's just pure craziness. I know people that's done it, but there's just no way that I can do that. Anyways, I know I ramble on a lot about my GrubHub and DoorDash, but I honestly really do enjoy doing that. I really do enjoy traveling around and delivering food to people. Some people that you meet are really nice. And some you never meet. You just drop their food off, take a picture at their location, and that's it. And now I'm in the dark, huh? Pulling up here. Let's see. Oh, cool. Oh, here comes somebody cruising pretty quick down the road here. Alright, people, move out of the way. Come on, let's go. You sure wanted to go through that freaking green light real fast. Alright, let's go. And that's another reason why, well, DoorDash and GrubHub, like I said, it's dealing with traffic and stuff like that. Like, right now, it's dead on the streets out here. Completely dead. 100% dead. I figure I'm going to turn on one of those lights. You can see me a little bit better. But, yeah, it's completely pretty dead out here. For Thursday night, 9:30 at night. On Main Street in College Town. But like I said, they got that carnival and concert going on. I actually had a thought that crept into my head. And since I am looking for another job, I'm thinking about going to another grocery store. I'm thinking about either going to Nature's Grocery or Sprouts. Or I could go to Winco, but that's up in Moore. And Crest, they're not any better than HAC at all. So they don't want to pay you anything, and they don't want to give you the crap for hours. That's the problem with the majority of corporations nowadays, is they keep their costs down low when product is concerned and where their employee payout is concerned. So they can put more money in their pocket. Screw the employee that does all the work. You know what I mean? CEOs, they don't do jack crap. Sit in a fucking plush office and collect the money. That's all those CEOs do. I mean, they are in charge of making sure the bills get paid and all that, you know? But then you get hold of some CEOs that screw their company over by embezzling and not paying suppliers. Which then in turn leads to stores shutting down, stores losing product from their suppliers, and because people that have more seniority comes to a new store that's still open and operating. Takes over those people that don't have that much seniority, takes their hours away, Unions, I don't know if I've ever worked for a union before. I probably did when I worked in temporary jobs, warehouse type jobs or whatever. But, it's been a minute since I worked for a union. Union claims that they're for the employee, but they're really not. They really are not for the employee. And it comes down to seniority. Is what it comes down to. Unions base everything off seniority. Well, I think seniority's good to a certain extent, especially for people who really have hung in for the long haul through a company's ups and downs. Seniority is a good thing. But at the same token, I don't think seniority needs to be the only thing that's looked at when it comes to who gets what schedule and how many hours, etc., etc. I think it should be based off of distance to the store, to the location. I think it should be based off of customer service skills, and as well as your time on the job, as well as your history with that specific job, whether or not you have a history of calling in, or whether or not you have a lot of write-ups in your file, or whatever, But like for me, I was working that day shift and boom, I lost it. And now I'm not even getting the hours that I don't know. I guess I do need to check into a couple of locations and see what I can get going. Try to see if I can, make some connections, and see what's going on in any type of job, I don't really want to work for Love's again because, well, they don't pay worth crap and they expect you to, do 5 jobs in one. And I would not work in the store for sale. I would have to come to a different location. And the one I'm kind of looking at now is a bigger location. It's across from GrubHub across from the casino, etc., etc. Oh, MG. Now I got a cop car over here on the side of the road that I gotta deal with. Or is that? I can't tell what's going on. It's not a cop car, it's just a sign telling us to move over. Okay. Oh, okay. I think they're setting up for tomorrow morning to do some more construction. Or they're picking up the construction from what was left today. But I think they're getting ready to set up a construction zone. So the workers are out there setting out the pylons. Anyways, I'm going to go and let you go. Peace, love, hugs, nugs, all that good stuff. I'll be around, probably up late for at least another 3-4 hours. Try to reach out to some of the people that I've been in, contact with recently, and, yeah. Do all that, and just chillax at home, smoking my weed and sipping on my Dutch Bros and making some hot coffee if that's what I choose to do. Oh yeah, I'm probably going to take a shower. That's another thing I'm going to definitely try to do when I get home. Peace, love, hugs, and nugs, and all that good stuff. And until the next time, I'm out.